moving on to the main card then. We've made it this far, guys. Don't leave now. Keep watching. First up, it was Bo Nickel, and I wasn't that impressed. Do you like the yeah, Jackson's controlling.
I've got the controls. Oh, I haven't clicked back in here for a while, though.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't it?
Most of the time, it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Bo Nickel got it done against Cody Brundage. I mean, it is what it is. We all expected this to happen.
6-0.
6-0 now.
I don't think anyone can take anything away from this kid. I think one thing that should have been taken away from him was his spot on this card. I think that is very widespread.
It's pretty agreed, but it's not his fault.
It isn't his fault.
Not his fault that he was on the main card.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I know.
That's all you can take away from him.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want to put someone on a main card like this, put him up against an opponent that is also main card caliber.
Yeah.
If you're going to put him up against Cody Brundage, and that's what you should be doing, building him up. He's a young talent. He's only had 6 fights. Let's not put him on the main card. Let him build his own star.
Brundage,
don't force it down our throats.
Arguably, maybe apart from,
he's the only fighter on this card that didn't deserve to be on it.
Maybe, yeah.
And he was on the main card.
I'm not going to say he didn't deserve to be on it, but he was the biggest wild card.
Oh,
Even Sadiq Yusuf has more star power by a long shot,
absolutely,
than Brundage.
Brundage is not that good. Definitely the best fighter that Bo has faced for sure, but in all honesty, gave Bo a little bit of trouble. He shook off a takedown or 2, landed a couple strikes on the feet, made Bo look a little bit nervous on the feet, and it took him a round and a half to finish him. You know, that's more than it has taken him. So you know, let's see Bo Nickel. Who are we putting up Bo Nickel against? You know,
who are we putting up Bo Nickel? Huh?
Who are we putting up Bo Nickel?
Hey. Chris Curtis, obviously.
Yeah. I honestly wouldn't mind him jumping into the top 15. He did call out Anthony Hernandez.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Don't mind that call out whatsoever.
Paulo Craigus.
Paulo Craig. Yeah, Paulo Craigus. Craiger. Chris Curtis would be a good shout. Anthony Hernandez. Honestly, I don't mind that fight for him.
Either Juan.
The guy who Anthony Hernandez beat.
Who would that?
Pretoria, I think his name was. Pretoria.
That's a place in South Africa.
It was like that, something similar to that. So
we're booking Bo Nickel against a South African city, and Cody Brundage can go back to the prelims of a fight night, and that would be good. Thank you. If we could have that happen and not have to watch him on the main event of the biggest event of the decade, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate that. And if you can make that happen, hit my line down below. Moving on. Charlie Boy Oliveira.
Unfortunately, he lost.
Very, very sad.
It was sad.
Very predictable.
Pretty predictable, yeah. Charles put up a good fight. He did, but let's be real. These these wrestlers, these crotch sniffers,
they built different.
This is what they do. And a good point was risen by quite a few people in the MMA circle, in the MMA kind of, stratosphere, that it shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't be allowed to just sit there on the ground with your arms and your knees on the ground and not get kicked or kneed in the head and act like when you're in turtle and someone's on your back and going for a DAS, why can't they knee you in the head?
Yeah.
You're putting your head there. You should have to protect it.
That's right. I agree with you, because you're able to knee them in the head in any other situation. Like, if you're standing up, why is it you're going to be able to generate way more power when you're standing up to knee someone in the head than you are on the ground?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not a matter of like the threat to injury or anything like that. I can't imagine. I think it's just so that wrestlers have somewhere where they can dominate. Because, like you say, it's not so much that, I think they should be stood up and the fight should continue. I think that Charles should have been able to make his way back to his feet if he wanted to continue to like get his game plan going. Do you know what I mean? And he wasn't able to do that. But I agree with you. He should be able to knee someone in the head. You should be able to kick people in the head on the ground.
Yeah, because it gives these wrestlers an opportunity to just stay safe.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, I can just stay here for as long as I want. I've got a single leg. I can just keep holding it and holding it and holding it and holding it and then get back up, shoot again.
Yep.
If that wasn't the case, these guys would be getting kneed and KO'd in that position. And
I also think we should bring back groin strikes.
yeah, you can even grab the cock and start
grab the cock,
juicing it.
and if you finish them,
yeah, that's a bonus.
you
300K
finish
bonus.
the fight.
Yeah, honestly,
Literally
first
finish
to
them.
finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I finished them in the first round.
If you can finish them, then you win.
Yeah,
But if they can finish you,
the fight wasn't quite going my
also
way,
win.
so
just
I
had to finish
got
him,
his hog out and finished him.
and I won.
Yeah, I won the fight.
So Oliveira,
Can you imagine
we noticed that
getting
you switched up.
Finished on the ground and just being like, oh no,
No,
oh, and then the post fight, just being like, yeah, my game plan just I didn't know he had that ability in him. It's obviously something he's been working on in his camp lately. His wrists were just so strong, I couldn't break his grip.
I can't imagine that at all.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Well, maybe there's a certain website that might do that you can.
What,
look
guys
up or
jerking
something.
off other guys?
Yeah, there you go,
Really?
mate. If you're thinking about it all the
Look,
time,
I just don't want to go to those websites. I want to be able to see it on
naked
my
male
UFC Fight
wrestling.
Pass.
Yeah, same. Honestly, you pay enough for it.
Yeah.
But Armin got it done. It was slightly debatable. It could have been 3-2 Charles, but I honestly thought that it was
It was a
definitely
split decision
2-1.
in the end.
It was, but that's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
It was definitely at least 2-1 to Armin.
What do we have here in terms of statistics?
I thought that it was 3-0.
Look, Armin landed more than twice as many strikes, and he was more accurate. He
People were saying
got
that it was
2 out of 4 takedowns.
Yeah. And then he held him down pretty convincingly.
It was the only thing with the submission attempts from Charles, 4-0, and that is a
It's not
stat
enough.
that
It's not enough. You got to be able to finish the submission. Otherwise, it's pointless.
that's right. But also, Armin didn't make any advance to go for any submissions, even though he had
He did land some pretty nasty
a lot
ground
of
and
control
pound,
time.
though.
Yeah,
To be fair to him.
that's a good point.
I don't
point.
think he's going to be able to beat Islam. In all honesty, I really don't.
Islam is just so well versed on the feet now.
He is. He's just better. And he's stronger, and he's bigger, and he's more experienced, and he's elite.
And he can,
He's the best in the world.
apart from that
He's
first
funny.
fight against Volk, he has been able to inflict whatever he likes on people on the ground. So,
This is going to make him number one contender, though.
and I think he should wait until
He should fight later in the year, November, October, November,
he
even
will.
December.
If he's smart, he should fight the winner of Poirier and Islam.
Absolutely.
He's going to be the backup on that fight, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's got to be.
So, look, if
Gaethje
there's
is
any
now
problems
completely
there,
out of the picture as well. Unless you do Gaethje versus
do.
Unless you do Gaethje versus Armin, and
You don't do that.
but I mean I wouldn't be angry.
You don't do that if you're Gaethje, and you definitely don't do that if you're Sarukian.
I wouldn't be angry. I think that's a good clash of styles. Do you not? I think
think
Suzukian
Sarukian
is so improved, and he definitely deserves the next title
Japanese
shot.
now.
Suzukian. Armin Suzukian.
Suzukian Swift.
I think he definitely deserves the title shot. Don't get me wrong, but I reckon Gaethje versus Armin in a 5-round co-main.
Just drop your guts.
No, that was just a crack in the stomach.
A crack in the stomach.
Like you know.
Right.
Anyway, look, he deserves a title shot. Next up, Charles. Charles, 32 years old. Don't want to see him fight Dustin. I don't want to see him fight Justin. I don't want to see him fight Dariush. Maybe a Macias Gamrot.
Fazeev.
Fazeev. He's going pretty far down the rankings now. I honestly think of Gamrot. I think Gamrot, that's the perfect opponent for him now.
Yep.
Gamrot's been surging.
Whoa.
There we go. So moving on. It was sad to see him lose. But he did well. He put up a very good fight. Moving on.
Up.
Max Holloway is my hero. He is honestly my hero. This guy is the coolest guy ever. There is not a cooler guy in the world.
Maybe you're going to make your debut in MMA and you're going to jerk him off.
I'm going to finish off Max.
Yeah.
If he wants. Look. Look.
He got dropped. First time in his career.
No, that wasn't counted as a
Was it
knockdown.
not?
No, it wasn't.
Why not?
I don't know. I just
He
heard
knocked
that it
him
wasn't. I think he slipped or something.
What?
Apparently. Apparently it was a slip.
Knockdowns.
Yeah, Max.
One to
got
Max.
one.
Max got one.
That's when he absolutely flatlined him. Look, even if he got knocked down, who gives a fuck? He dominated Gaethje.
Statistically,
He absolutely dominated Gaethje.
he almost outstruck him by 100%.
He almost doubled him.
Um,
Max's volume was just insane. His fight IQ to not go crazy and try and get the finish against a very dangerous Gaethje.
oh my god, it was
Excellent.
It was a masterclass.
The leg
man.
kicks didn't affect him one bit. All the strikes didn't affect him one bit because he's built different.
No,
this guy is constructed
how do you not
alternatively.
get affected by those leg kicks?
Because it's Max fucking Holloway, and he looked good. His body looked good.
Whoa.
What I was trying to say was he didn't
You're
look
really
fat.
shooting for it, aren't you?
He didn't look fat like he did against Dustin Poirier. Don't do that face. And I see he can do whatever the fuck he wants. This guy's one of the biggest stars in the UFC right now. Think about all the new faces that have just joined the UFC, the new fans.
I'm thinking
And
about them.
all these new guys that have now been made fans by him are going to love him. And look, he can do whatever he wants. Conor McGregor's coming back in June. If Conor gets the win, that would be a good fight.
It's at welterweight though.
Yeah, but who cares?
Max goes to welterweight now.
No, Conor can go back down.
I don't know if Conor's ever going to make
well, who knows?
lightweight
Who
again.
knows?
Conor's probably going to pull out of this fight anyway.
Probably.
But we're
He
not going to
never
talk
pulls
about
out.
that
Conor has never pulled out of a fight.
until Thursday.
Never. No, we're not. But Max Holloway probably should go back down to 145
You reckon?
and fight Topuria. If he doesn't,
He could fight Charles.
He can fight Charles. He can fight anyone he wants.
He
honestly,
could fight.
he
Yeah.
called out Topuria, and that's the fight that I want to see.
Yeah.
Max is an absolute beast, and that not so we didn't even bring up the fact that he knocked out Gaethje in the very last second of the fight via pointing at the ground saying, "I've already won this fight."
He's done it before.
I know, but he'd already won the fight.
No, but the last time he did it, he was already winning the fight too. It's
I know,
almost
but-
like he gives the other guy a chance. He's like,
Yeah. He's
why
like, we're
don't
gonna
you
fucking do this.
try?
Yeah.
Why don't you just give it a shot,
And then
mate?
he knocked him out.
I'm
clean.
not going to put my guard up.
I mean, a lot of people were saying that Max was going to lose this fight.
They
I
were.
wasn't one of them. What were your opinions? Going
I
into this?
thought Gaethje. I believed Gaethje when he said he was going to win by doctor's stoppage. I thought that was true. I went off my opinion that was based off last time Muffin Head Max was at
Muffin
lightweight.
Head.
That's what he called himself when he fought
Muffin Top,
the Muffin Man. Oh, the Muffin Top Max when he fought
Muffin Head.
Dustin Poirier and got dusted off the ground.
Dustin did handle him.
Yeah.
And finished him off.
Sorry,
Hey,
I don't think it went to the ground, did it?
no, yeah, but there was some back control.
Wee. He did
Anyway.
a bit of a reach around
Yeah, a
finish.
little bit of a turkey
A bit of a
surfing.
tickling the undercarriage kind of job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, finger in the bum as well.
Anyway,
Apparently.
love.
Yeah, I think your exact words were, no, I think Max is going to get dropped, and I think he's going to get finished.
And I was wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again.
Yes, absolutely. So,
And you'll
Max
be right
Holloway.
every single time. won't
I know,
you?
I know
You
I
will.
will.
You
I'm
will.
just-
You're
look,
just.
my
oh,
picks.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I picked it right on
my
the
picks
bunny.
have gone from
How'd Jim Miller go, Kobe?
average.
Huh? How'd Jim Miller go?
I picked Bobby to win,
Oh, but you didn't in the episode, I don't think.
but I did on verdict.
yeah,
I
well,
can
that's
show
all
you.
that matters now, isn't it?
I
think your exact words were.
look out
I'm
of
a
the
stupid
12 fights that were on the card, I got 10 of them right.
Congratulations.
You got 6.
Is that all I got?
Maybe 8. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I got one.
You want to check? Let's,
Oh, no.
let's have a look.
Oh,
Let's have a look. I was pretty proud of that.
oh, man. Okay. So, with Justin Gaethje, though, who's he going to fight? Well, you bring that up. I think Gaethje versus Dan Hooker is the best fight to book at lightweight at the moment.
Okay.
I know they're a long way off each other, but Gaethje is going to drop down to probably 4th or 5th position in the rankings. Armin Sarukian is going to go right up to number 1. Charles will potentially go down to 3. Dustin up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dustin is coming off a loss, and that makes sense. Oh, sorry, no, he's coming off a win, isn't he? Against number 11 ranked Benoit Saint Denis.
Mm.
So I think we might see.
I like that. I like that. I think it's good. Dan needs a fight. Hopefully his arm's all healed up,
And he needs.
It's gonna be violent. It's gonna be good.
He needs another all-time great fight.
Weili Zhang versus Zhao Yang.
Submitted her in the first round, but the ref was like, "Look, we've got a bit of time to kill.
Let's keep going.
Let's just go for another 4 rounds."
She fully put her out cold. Well, she was still moving slightly, but she thought that she had been finished. Like you could tell. But the ref didn't stop the fight. And then the ref even helped her back up after she couldn't stand up because she was basically out cold. Yeah, fair play.
She went back to her stool.
And then she did. She had
a bit
moments
of a
after
chin
that.
wag.
Yeah, had a wig
In
yarn.
the corner.
But she did. She had moments after that. She did.
But
chin wag. That's racist.
No, it's not. She had moments.
She
got
moments.
What percentage is that? What
She dropped Weili like 4 times.
78% striking percentage from Zhang.
The champ.
That's unheard of.
But Yan Zhaonan looked good. She needs to work on her ground game big time, but she could be up there again. This could happen again in China.
She knocked her down once.
I thought it was more than that. Maybe the others were slips, but
yeah, there were probably some of those Max Holloway not knockdowns.
But Weili basically proving that she is the queen, and then she promoted China afterwards, telling everyone to let's go to China for a vacation.
Yeah,
come to my country. It was just an ad routed through her from the Chinese government.
I am sure the American people that were in that arena will be like, yeah.
They were booing her.
Yeah.
Everyone was booing her.
All those American people. It's so well documented nowadays that American people love Chinese people. There was definitely not a big racial uprising in America not too long ago where they were, viciously attacking Chinese people in the streets. There wasn't that going on. That didn't happen. Hashtag stop Asian hate.
America has always loved China, and I think we're going to see a lot more Americans now immigrating to China.
A lot of their stuff.
Phones, Huawei.
Yeah.
We used to sell
clothes. Very cheap labor in China, I found.
Oh, yeah. They don't give a fuck
about
human rights and all that shit. So cheers for that. Weili. Cheers for that, China.
Good on you.
They also gave us that virus as well.
That's what I was saying.
So moving on, Alex Pereira.
We don't want to book these two against anyone.
Well, who gives a fuck?
Who's Zhang going to fight next?
I want to see her fight the winner of Shevchenko and Grasso. I want to see a super fight between them.
Yep.
I want that.
I like it.
That adds a bit of...
I like it. But
Zhang Weili... Oh, that's the woman's pound for pound.
Hello. Over here. Yep. Someone yelling back. Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, let's move on now that I'm ready to do so.
Zhao Nam should fight someone. Let's be real. So moving on.
I wanted to move on. That was so gay.
Maybe I wanted it to be gay.
The big mic.
I kissed the big cock.
Black dong. Michelle Obama's penis, which we have two of because she has 2 penises. She's
got 2 knobs.
Did you know that?
The one that she cut off originally and the new one that she got.
She was in a jar on her mantle.
Alex Pereira?
In vinegar, though, so it doesn't go bad.
What did you just say?
In vinegar. Yeah.
Right.
Vinegar. But if you took it out and you threw it on the ground, when you hard boil an egg and you put it in
like pickled stuff.
Vinegar. Yeah, and you and it bounces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the same thing.
And it stretches.
Yeah, stretchy,
bouncy penis. Big black cock.
Jar.
Alex Pereira knocks out Jamal Hill. I don't know, mate. It's because of these. Alex Pereira knocked out Jamal Hill in the first round in another absolutely awesome, scintillating moment in the UFC. This was one of the coolest moments as well. Like, Max Holloway's moment was cooler. But Alex's moment, this was so sick. He got kicked in the cock.
Hey, guys, you guys are Herb Dean. Okay, I'm Alex Pereira. And I just got kicked in the cock. That's what I'm doing.
He didn't even take his eyes off Hill. He was just like, Herb, not now.
Yeah. Don't touch me, Herb.
Don't fucking get in my way. I'm about to knock this fool into oblivion. Yeah, and then he did the fucking KB thing. And then he came back and he said, I had to diss him a little bit because Jamal was being a bit of a dickhead. in
Look,
the
I
media.
don't think Jamal was being a dickhead. I think he wasn't.
He was promoting the fight.
He was promoting the fight, and he was just saying, hey, I'm a knockout artist too. I've knocked out some of the biggest names. I dismantled Glover.
Your butt buddy.
His butt buddy.
I think that Jamal was a little bit intimidated the whole time. And he was trying to play mind games as well to try and like psych
Hype
himself into
yeah.
it. Because Alex is scary as fuck. Fuck fighting that guy. Like, honestly, he's so scary.
And he's so accurate too. Look, he threw 24 total strikes, and all 24 of them were significant strikes.
Yeah, because I mean, he touches something and it just blows up. Like, I've seen him break a phone by holding it.
Really?
But
What did
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. One knockdown. So yeah, Herb comes in to stop the fight to, give Alex a break. Just goes no. Next strike he throws is a left hook right to the chin, drops him, finishes him in pretty dramatic fashion. Great stoppage by Herb. And now Alex can turn around and fight at UFC 301.
Yeah. I don't see it happening.
Okay. What are you trying to find?
Trying to find the top biggest pay-per-view
They won't have the
events.
numbers for it yet, I don't think.
No, they said the total gate was 16.5 million.
But that's the gate, not the pay-per-view sales. The
Okay.
gate's just ticket sales.
That was me.
Was that you as well?
I thought it was me. Was that you?
No, I had one. I felt it.
Ah.
Our stomachs are talking to each other. Khabib.
Talksport.com. I was hoping for a little Wikipedia thing.
No,
How many-
it's not on there yet.
How many do you reckon they got?
I think they did well. Over 1 mil, for sure. Maybe like a 1 point. What was Khabib?
Khabib when he fought who?
Connor. Top one.
Oh, that will be the top one. It'll be at the top one.
2.4. So I'm think we're looking at like a 2.5. 1.5. Like, it's not going to reach the heights that reached, but Could be
Either
big.
way,
Alex is
Pereira.
a star, an absolute star. He's a stud. This guy can do whatever he wants now as well. Going forward, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, honestly. Champion.
Why did I think that Tom Aspinall was fighting Curtis Blades?
Apparently he might be in Manchester.
Right. Manchester.
But it could end up being our
Pereira.
mate. So, who knows?
Look, I think if he's gonna,
if he wants to fight at 301, it's got to be Ankalaev.
it depends. Yeah, it depends what he wants to do with his career. Is he just sticking around now to poke the bear and maybe take some crazy fights? This guy has already cemented his name in two sports, like his legacy will live on for a long time in two sports. The first ever champion of both middleweight and light heavyweight the UFC's ever seen. I think, was he the first to be a double champ in K1
Yes.
in those weight classes?
Yeah, simultaneously.
So that will live on for forever.
Mm.
You can never outgrow being the first person to do something.
And he's also just the most scary, intimidating guy ever.
Yeah, Stoneface.
And he's funny.
He is funny.
He's actually hilarious.
I can't wait until he comes out and starts speaking English because it's not going to be long.
No, he's getting there. And he doesn't even need to speak English. He's still just like,
Yeah, he's a great
Funny.
personality.
but
But if he's not fighting Ankalaev, I think we'll see him fight Tom Aspinall,
could be the case.
potentially on the Jones Miocic undercard, whenever that's going to be announced.
Jones is still injured, unfortunately. So I guess that's going to be later this year.
But he's going around
Late this year.
tackling Australian people.
Yeah, well, he's a bit fucked, isn't he? He's also going around threatening to kill
Uber Eats drivers.
fucking drug testers that come around.
Oh,
to
is
his
it drug
house.
testers?
Yeah. Well, they're allegedly. I'm not.
He posted some video on his Twitter of him talking to them out the front of his house.
Yeah, and it looked fine.
Yeah.
Even gave one a high five. So,
Yeah.
like, I think it's just bullshit. It's some bitch trying to get fucking.
Whoa!
Let's be real. Let's be real here.
Whoa.
Guys, who's Hill gonna fight?
His brother probably.
Yeah, honestly, he needs to
Go
take some
back
time off.
home and-
Jan Blachowicz.
Look,
Jan Blachowicz or Jiri Prochazka.
they haven't
one of
scrapped
those two.
yet, have
those
they?
two. No, they haven't. So
That'd be a
Yuri
good
versus
little-
Hill would be good.
And I think Hill would knock him out.
Could do, yeah.
No, I think it would happen.
Might happen.
Yeah, I think that'll happen. That.
Maybe.
Mm.
Look,
Otherwise,
he came back off a pretty devastating injury. So,
He did.
that's got to be talked about. He didn't look in the best shape he's ever looked.
No, he looked a bit tubskins.
Tubby.
A little bit of a
Yeah.
muffin top.
Bit of a muffin.
Bit of a
head.
muffin head.
A little bit of a muffin head. I think that's racist as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Guys, I think we're ready to move
Why?
into this
is it?
section of the show. I don't know. I just think it is. All right. And I think you need to.
Stop that. Stop what you're doing.
Big Mike's going awfully low.
What do you think of your drink?
Our drink. So this jar had Musashi electrolyte watermelon flavor in it. I thought it was pretty good. Wasn't anything to sing home about. I'm probably going to put it just
Sing
above,
home.
aloe vera. Right.
I'm just going to sing home.
Nothing to sing home about. Where are you putting it, Jackson?
Look, that's no better than Dr. Pepper, but I'm going to say it's better than aloe vera.
I agree. Let's do this properly. Come on. Fuck it. That's it.
We're not getting it, guys. We're not getting a pop.
All right,
We're not
guys.
compatible bum friends.
I wanted to bring something up.
Bring it up.
There's a lot of news that's come out, and we're not going to talk about it today because today's show has already been quite long, and we want to have some content to release.
Yep.
on
And we
Thursday.
haven't already recorded an episode for this Thursday, and it didn't turn out like shit, so
It
we're
was
not
the
scrapping it
worst
because this
episode.
is just completely hypothetical what I'm saying.
We haven't recorded it yet. So, guys, wait out for that on Thursday. We've got a lot of news. You probably already know about it, but if you want to see your favorite two podcast hosts regarding MMA discuss it, then wait around for that, and we'll be more than happy.
Let us know of a drink suggestion going forward.
Yeah, Jack, what do you want us to drink?
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, put a thumb in Kobe's ass, and we will see
Please.
you on Thursday.
Catch you on Thursday, guys. Peace.